Today we're doing a Bloxburg Ville battle. This is Mikey.
Hi.
This is Frank.
Hey guys.
And this one back here is Iggy.
Hello.
So we each have a
Goodbye.
budget of 100,000 and we're going to be building a summer theme plot. So the purple's mine, red's Frank, pink is Mikey's, and mint is Iggy's. So let's get this started. So what they don't know is that I did give them each different budgets. For fun, I want to see what they can do with each budget. Mikey has 130 and Iggy has 1,000 and Frank should have 1,000 too. So not really that difference, but so what my plan is I'm gonna do a little beach, like a little beach plot, whatever. So we're gonna get a floor here. We're just gonna starting with the pool, starting with some walls. It's not what I was gonna do. So at the time of filming, I didn't know I was going to do a voiceover, but the clips were too long, so that's what we're doing. So here I am building a beach. I'm doing the water. So my original plan was just like make it sand over it, and then I realized how hideous that looks, so I was like, oh, sea foam, why don't I try and do some sea foam? And that's what I did, and I liked how it looked. And now we're gonna look at the other plot. Look here, let's see what these guys are doing. Okay, looks great. Mikey's using transform tool, that's for sure. She copied my sand, obviously, because she couldn't come up with that idea on her own. And this one is making, there's a ball on top of his house, and it's the same color as that, I think. No. Okay. You know what? We don't know. We do not know, but that's okay. We're gonna build a wall. All right, back to building. I made the theme for this, but I had no plan. So I was just doing my own thing. This was going to be a house at first. My original plan was just a beachfront, like beach. And then I realized how basic and how fast I'd be done. So I decided to build a house on this plot, which is still a decision I regret. But, you know, this is me doing that. Ooh, look at this. Lawn chairs and green water. Okay. Off to a lovely start. What is this? Okay. Mikey seems to be progressing very slowly, I won't lie. She's done a basement. She's making a porch. Okay. I see. Going back into building once again, I fought for this yellow because I really wanted my house to be yellow because it gives beach vibes, but I absolutely hated how it looked against the sand, so I ended up going with the pink and making everything else white. And then the roof, I also hated how it looked barren, so I decided to like that texture, and then I was just going to add some details on the outside, you know, like outlining it with the poles and making it white, and I really loved how it looked like this. I wanted to add a window there, but we cannot do that on Bloxburg, so. What is this? Oh, it's blinding. Are these lights? What are these? Glowing landscape orb. My money. Oops. I'm gonna miss my money after this. He's doing that. Mikey's got palm trees. Of course she has palm trees. I won't lie. Mikey is definitely one of the best people I know at landscaping. I'm not as good as landscaping as she is. I know the building keeps on getting interrupted because I get distracted very easily. So I wanted this window and it glitched out the texture, so I spent forever debating on how I was going to cover that up, like the glitched out texture, and I was going to do like a little plant fenced in thing, and I gave it a little try, then I was like, no, I hate that for a beachfront thing, so I was just gonna deal with the texture and maybe cover it up later. And then I had to fix the sand because I realized it was inside the house, so that took me a little bit. I was trying to do it all at once. What is going on here? Oh, it's bright. Oh my goodness. This one is... Honestly, I thought he would have progressed more. Maybe he's busy searching. I don't know. Mikey's. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Look how cute. I was gonna do something like that. And shh, I'm stealing her idea. It's half-hour mark, so here's me adding a decal to the roof because it's not possible to add windows to the roofs yet. Bloxburg, please make that a feature. I really would love that. And getting distracted. We're just gonna ignore that. I'm decorating the front of the beach now, and then I'm gonna start decorating on the house. So as I was decorating, I decided this isn't a house, and this is gonna be like an Airbnb, you know, like someone rents a 10,000 beachfront Airbnb, and it doesn't even have a bathroom or anything. So I'm decorating this, and I was saying as I was choosing out the textures that I usually build Gothic, Victorian, or anything in that zone instead of, well, whatever this is. So when I was figuring out the textures, I'm like, this is not something I would use, but I wanted to use yellow for the inside because I wasn't able to use it on the outside. And then I was going to go with the white, like, accent walls. And I did like that at first, and then I added like the details, you know, wall trim, corner trim, whatever you call it. And then I changed it to blue. I like that much better. And I think it looked a lot better. I'm hoping this summer update we get more summer themed things, like, I don't know, seashells on the walls, all that, because I would love to build like a little beachfront plot just for fun. Here I am decorating, adding some plants, adding some carpets, just recoloring everything. And then I'm moving on to the other side of the room. I saw this treasure chest and I really wanted to use it, so I just put it there. Using these new couches. I do like them, but in the builds I do, I would never use them. So I wanted to use them for this. And they kind of remind me of seashells or clams or whatever it is called. And I hated how empty this wall was. In general, I will say, not my best build. I didn't really like it that much. And then I remembered the rubber duckies existed and placed them around everywhere. Yeah. I love the rubber ducky update. It's a really nice update. Adding some finishing touches. By this time, we had like 10 minutes left, and I thought I was going to spend more time decorating the inside, so I was stressing, then recoloring everything. And then once I've finished with the inside, yeah, I had some last plans. I'm trying to make this wall look less empty and barren, and I hated the shelves, so I didn't do that. And then I add lighting, and then I go move on to finish the outside. I really wanted palm trees, so I added some palm trees, recolored them, of course, to fit the colors together. And then I found this a cute little sitting outside area near the beach. And then I was like, oh, let me add this to the inside. And then I realized we had hammocks, so I decided to add some hammocks and make it look like it was hanging up by the trees. And then I wanted to add a wall to the back, or a window to the back wall, because I absolutely hated no windows. Alright, everyone. So time's up. We're gonna do a little tour of everyone's builds. Let's start with mine real quick. So we have the little waterfront of the beach of the waves coming up on the sand. We have this little sitting area with a duck, palm trees. Over here, a little, what do you call this? Hammock with the palm trees. Then we're gonna go inside and into the Airbnb. We have a little ugly sitting area. I hate it. We have like this entrance where you can call, a little treasure chest. And then we have the main attraction of the Airbnb, a bed. Yeah, very expensive Airbnb, and you don't even have a bathroom. Okay, so then we're gonna go on to Mikey's. This is Mikey's. Mikey, can you tell us a little bit about your build?
Well, I didn't want to do a traditional house because I feel like all of us were gonna do houses. So I went for a little restaurant. You can like look around. It's like a smoothie restaurant. And yeah, that's basically it.
It's cute. I like it. I love it.
Thank you.
Alright, we're gonna go over to Frank's side from the outside. So Frank, can you tell us
Okay.
a little bit about your build?
There's a bedroom, a living room, the little dining area, and kitchen. On the outside, a couple of the walls had messed up, but there's a pool area, a grill, a seating area, and a little campfire over here.
Okay.
This is my piece of performative art. I call it Trump Beach.
Oh, it's very blinding.
I wouldn't go in it if I were you. It's highly radioactive.
Oh. Well, I think it's definitely unique. That was our Bloxburg build battle. We had an hour. Each of us had a budget of about 100,000, and that's what we all did. Vote in the comments.
Some were
Tell us who
definitely
you
better than
thought.
others.
Okay. Tell us who you think
Sorry, guys,
won.
I tried my best. I'm not normal.
Oh, Frank, you were great. Mine was incredible.
Anyways, we'll see you in the next one, whatever we're gonna post, and it's probably gonna be Minecraft build battle. You know, in spirit of the Minecraft movie. I'm sure you guys saw it. All right, that's
wait.
all. Let's all say goodbye. All right, ready? Bye.
Bye.
Bye.